Gotcha, gotcha. So you're doing a server reset. Cool. I've noticed a lot of groups have been doing those lately. I think it's good. Because I do feel like once you get established enough, it's not as intense or anything. Unfortunately, we're currently sleeping on this bar stool. And the downside of that is if you watch my fatigue here, even though all our moodles are gone, I'm going to still be about 1/3 of the way up to being tired. Or sorry, drowsy. That's a downside of sleeping on things that are crappy for sleeping on. So we're going to enjoy our banana salad, i.e. I put banana in a bowl and nothing else. No salt, no pepper. It's a salad, don't question it. Yeah, we did earlier, to demonstrate just the anarchy that is fire, I started a fire and brought it into the mall and just let it burn down the whole front of the mall. I don't do burns normally on my characters, so it's like kind of a nice exception, just do a burn just once. With the exception of the really CDDA, where it basically starts in a burn, you don't really get a choice about the matter. Your house is on fire, you know. Alright, the reason I ran out that door is just in case there's a zombie looming there. I would just shove it out of the way, and then I don't have to worry about it. So where are you and your friends? Because I don't like having zombies so close to home. Come on, you. But because I'm doing 16 times population, which is the maximum the game supports without mods, anything I can hit a zombie with, I'm going to hit a zombie with. I'm down to my last weapon again. That's just how it is. Alright, do you see me? That would be perfect if you saw me. Oh, wait, do you have something in your back? No, you don't. It's just the scuzz in the road. But it'd be excellent if I could find myself basically any legitimate weapon. I am not picky. So, just for anyone who is new to the game, I'll show you a couple little pointers about what you can do in combat. First of all, zombies that are on the ground, you can stand on them as long as they're not crawling around. Don't stand on crawlers. And you've taken them out of the fight. This zombie, no longer a threat. I'm hungry, gonna eat a salad. Nom nom nom. It's fine. Oh wait, I want another salad made. We'll go ahead and cook a salad right here on top of it. This zombie will never hurt me. That is until I get off. Though I am going to shut up because it's really loud. That also works when another zombie walks over a zombie. So if you run into any situations where you got two zombies in a row, you shove the first one, the other zombie stands on top. Congratulations, you're fighting one zombie now. Yeah, that's the thing, is the moment you see them start doing the animation where they're going to like turn over to get to be a crawler, you immediately back off. Crawlers are no joke. Oh, I should be foraging because I'm just about out of weapons. I got 2 tree branches. Alright, first let's get these glasses. Put them on a body so we stop finding them. Other things you can do is when you're fighting zombies, you always want to fight them kind of Congo line to you, where you're backpedaling from them. That way, again, where I push the zombie over with a weapon, all the others will just train right over that zombie, taking them out of the fight till they hit the back of the Congo line, or big enough gap in the Congo line. Never fight zombies this way, because you'll hit one, the other will just walk right on by and grab you. So that's a bad time. Low-key, one of your most important stats in this game is nimble. That's the speed you move when you're holding right mouse button. When you get to like 2 and 3 nimble, you can get away with shenanigans you should not be able to. Like, I can get to the point with nimble 3 that when I go to stab with a hunting knife, I can move fast enough to take myself out of range of the attack that would have hit the zombie. That's how fast you get moving. I think it's like around Nimble 5. You combat walk faster than slow shamblers move. So you can walk away from zombies by nimbling. I think it's around Nimble 2 also, I can actually have a zombie come after me and just backpedal. And even if I don't swing at all and it tries to grab for me, as long as it's not coming from the side, I will get out of range before they can reach me. So it is absolutely fantastic. I really should not be poking at this with no real weapons. Alright, follow me. But I don't want to just sit here and walk back and forth trying to forage. Like, I just be like, I found glasses. You can split pull groups as long as you're very careful. It's not super awesome. That's just, yep, that is not a split pull. That is a, we are noping out of that pull because that tiny little bit of hand fork is not going to kill that many zombies. So I can show you, first of all, let's turn this off. You see how this makes shadows? You want to put the zombies in those shadows. Because if they can't see you, they'll lose track of you. So I'm just going to keep pivoting to try and put trees between us to keep them in that shadow as much as possible. And they should probably drop around here, would be my guess. If we've done this successfully. There could be one or two that manage to keep on us. But you want to put your path behind you shaded as much as possible, because if they can't see you, they can't follow you. And also, no need to panic and run. You'll walk faster than the zombies unless something's direly wrong with your character, like such as being super overburned, exerted, and sleepy. So there's no need to panic. Now, thank you for the follow. Sad Tired Clown, welcome to the stream. So yep, no zombies behind us. So that's nice and easy to deal with. Some other things, if you don't know, I'm going to go ahead and go through. Because I know a lot of people from Juana's crowd are probably still new to Project Zomboid, since that's been a new addition for them. When you go in your settings, when you first get the game, some recommendations I'd make. Blood decals, if you're going to be dealing with any real zombie population, you want to set that to none. Every time you kill a zombie, it leaves a little spot of blood on the ground. They never go away. When you get enough of them on the ground, you will see frames drops, like frame per second drops that get bad. The next one is ISO cursor visibility. Set this to 50 or 75%, and I'll show you what that is in a moment. And the last one is aim outline. You want to take it from none to any weapon. So any weapon is what you want. So the ISO cursor, if you look at this little dot following underneath my mouse, that's the ISO cursor. You want to be able to see that, because that's where you're actually aiming your weapon, not on the mouse itself. So it's good to make sure you can see it, because sometimes, especially stuff that's not like really bright or dark, it's kind of in between, it can be really hard to make out that cursor if you don't have it turned up. Yeah, so see, those zombies only managed to follow us that far. Just that one set of trees. So we actually ditched them after like one whole set of trees, and that's it. So if I can grab a couple, 2 is fine. But that aim outline, if you watch when the zombies get close enough to me that they're in range for me to hit, look at a really big green outline on them. And that tells me which zombie I'm gonna hit and that they're in range. So that's super helpful to have. Generally speaking, you want to avoid as much as possible going into exertion. it's not a small damage penalty. It's not like 5-10% damage penalty. It's like 20-30% damage penalty. Which is the reason why stuff like Tired and Exertion can just cascade, where you get exerted, you have to hit the zombie, you know, 30% more times just to kill it. Which means it takes 30% longer to fight zombies. Which means you get that much more exerted. Which means you do even less damage, get even more tired. You get the idea. And I think it's like maximum exertion and tired. It's something like you do... It's like 1% of your damage or something just obnoxiously low. Now, one of the things you can do to work around that is stuff like hunting knives and spears can execution hit. Even when you're super exhausted, that can still happen where you one-shot a zombie. Yep. Oh, I thought it was... Yeah, so standing on both zombies for a minute, and then I shifted. And when I did, that was enough for that zombie to turn around. But yeah, you can stand on basically as many zombies as you can actually manage to get your person on. Realistically, like 2 is what you can manage. Oh yeah, vitamins will help with your sleepiness. The thing to keep in mind with the zombie got my attention. The thing with vitamins is a whole canister of vitamins, which takes a little while to, you know, eat them one by one. A full can is about 20% of your tiredness. Or 20% of your total maximum tiredness possible. Which is not much. It means you have to go through 5 entire, you know, canisters of vitamins to go from max tiredness all the way back down to basically being fully awake. I got excited and thought it was in our garden fork. Or not garden fork, hand fork. Garden fork would be amazing if I got one of those. Garden fork is legitimately just a powerful weapon versus this is kind of crap. And I am trying to pick on the smaller groups as much as possible. I'm a fan of kill smaller hordes first, move on to the big ones, so long as I can do so without having to, like, bypass a horde. You never want zombies to your back if you can help it. So when they're side by side, you notice I turned and backed off real quick. That's because if I pushed one, there's a good chance you would get attacked by the other one and hit. Okay, so if you look up here, I am right about to hit moderate exertion. That's what that first tick is. I know, right? We are being absolutely tormented by lack of weapons. I'm not going to be able to get in that chair, because I have that stool I sat there so we can rest. So yeah, we're going to fight these two, probably go into moderate exertion. That's fine. We'll back off and we'll recover. But yeah. Now, honestly, for where we're at right now, the weapon I would like the most would be the hunting knife. Because it's decent, uses next to no stamina. A crowbar would also be really nice. I mean, I wouldn't complain about like a machete or a katana or anything. I would feel like that'd be a waste, though, of that weapon. But, in these runs again, anything you can hit a zombie with, congratulations, use it. You'll need it all. But yeah, like right now, the weapons I would like the most would be a crowbar, because it would last me a long time, so there's a good chance I would find other weapons while using it. Or a hunting knife, just because I wouldn't stamina out, so I could just keep fighting until it breaks. Which, granted, you know, a hunting knife's kind of moderate durability. It's not great, it's not terrible, it's okay. It'd probably do about as well as the axe so far as, you know, how long it lasts, but I feel like I'd probably get more kills out of the hunting knife just by the fact of stamina. Oh yeah, and I showed it... Yep. The entire thing is it's a 0 to hero build. So if we look at our skills, all of this is empty when I start the character. We have no fitness, no strength, no nothing. Every point you end up seeing there will be a point I have earned from, you know, fighting, doing stuff, all that. Is it a good build? No. No, it's terrible. I don't want a book. Get this book out of my life. Books are weight. But as I showed earlier, you see how this banana is going to give us 7 hunger and 5 thirst? If I put it in a salad bowl without doing anything else to it, I get 7 hunger, 4 thirst, and it helps with unhappiness. So, bowls are amazing. Yes, I want to say being underweight, I don't think you get as harsh of a fitness penalty. I could be wrong about that. But, basically the way you deal with the two things is if you're obese, you just eat lots of produce and you do stuff that keeps your energy used. For underweight, you just overeat. It's pretty straightforward. Everything you can put in your mouth goes in your mouth. Save my cockroach for later. Grab our produce. Now, one thing I'll say that technically is true is you are closer to death, like so far as nutrition and all that, from underweight than overweight. Because you can keep gaining weight, and I don't believe it will ever cause you any actual physical harm so far as life or anything. However, if you drop below 35 kilograms, your life just starts draining because you're physically starving to death. That said, if you do manage to get down to the point of you're below 35 kilograms, a lot has gone wrong for a long time. Because losing weight is very difficult. Hey, Gloopies. Not a whole lot. We are doing a 16 times population with multiple helicopters. They should show up about 2 to 3 times a month. No respawns. We're trying very, very hard to fight our way into Ekron. It's going to take us a while. It always does. But that's fine. I'm also foraging to try and find some stones because I got 2 tree branches and some ripped sheets. And if I get some stones, I can either make some stone hammers, some spears, or some stone axes. But yeah, until we start getting their numbers down, the zombies are going to keep pushing in here. When the first helicopter shows up, which the earliest it could show up is in about 2 days, give or take. But, we're realistically not going to be able to fight it, so what we'll end up doing is just walking out into a field, letting the zombies follow us there, and then ditching the zombies. Alright, we're going to have to use our weapons. I mean, we don't have to, but it'll be way safer to use our weapons. Like, 2 zombies pushing them around and standing on them and killing them isn't that bad. You can do it with 3, but it's tricky. So it's just safer to not depend on it. Alright, we're down to a pair of scissors. Scissors are absolute crap weapons, so not great. We're out of weapons. Yep. No, I agree. But right now, because we're doing this, like, we just need any weapons we can get our hands on. Like, when you do 16x pop runs, if you can hurt a zombie with it, congratulations, you're going to hurt a zombie with it. Until you get to around maintenance 4, at which point you'll end up just having a surplus of weapons. Now granted, once we manage to get our first beachhead into the town, then things get better because we'll find like claw hammers and ball peen hammers, which usually last a pretty long time. Which means we don't have to constantly, like, normally I don't end up having to forage but once or twice. This playthrough's been pretty rough. The zombies just are not giving us weapons. Which is very unfortunate. Oh, what am I doing? Pro tip with foraging. Your helmet penalizes your ability to forage. I don't know if doing that mattered, but... So, take off your helmet when you go to forage. I mean, I've done all sorts of stuff. Yep, glasses and helmets will penalize your foraging. Some as much as 70%, depending on the helmet. So, like, if you're wearing, like, a full-blown welding mask and, like, motorcycle helmet, that kind of stuff, it will absolutely wreck your ability to forage. It's gonna be glasses, isn't it? Yep. Foraging at night will penalize your foraging. Foraging during fog will penalize your foraging. Foraging while tired will penalize your foraging. If you take the trait nearsighted, it'll penalize your foraging. Just assume anything that isn't awesome probably penalizes your foraging. I don't know if glasses penalize it. I know sunglasses do, but like regular reading glasses, that kind of thing, I don't know the implications. I believe it was Fenrir who pops into this channel very often, has actually looked at the code on it for us. Because a lot of people reverse engineer the game on a regular basis. This is annoying. Oh, do you have a nightstick, officer? Officer? You do not appear to have a nightstick, officer. You are disappointing me, officer. I mean, at this point, I'd even take a gun. I wouldn't normally recommend a gun, but you know. Alright, that's 3, 4, that's unfortunate. Alright. Well, I guess we just see what we can make happen magic-wise. Find it, find it, find it. Give me. No, I'd use a shotgun. That's not a big deal. I wouldn't take it back to our base and use it. I need to back off right now, lady. Alright, her turning crawler actually helps us for once. I don't think so, but I don't know that for sure one way or another. We're slowly starting to clear by just pushing zombies over and killing them. Alright, let's kill that loner. Then I can sit in the bar stool to recover some stamina. Let's switch our boots. We're stomping a lot of zombies. Yeah, your shoes do wear out when you stomp on zombies, so keep that in mind. I have had a character where I ended up stomping on a zombie, had my shoes break, didn't realize they broke, and jumped through a window where I had just broken it. So our character jumped through the window directly onto broken glass, barefoot. It was a bad time. We got deep wounds in both of our feet, and then, you know, like in the middle of town, and had to like waddle our way to the house across the street and just chain bandage ourselves to try and survive. Oh, right, they won't do well resting. Oh, yeah. Well, it's annoying, because even without shoots, as you just walk around, it's like, you scratched your foot. It's bleeding. It's like, okay, I understand that, but, like... I mean, they clearly haven't seen Florida, where people walk around barefoot all the time, and it's pretty rare you hurt your feet. Not that it never happens. You know, people walk along the side of the road or something and step in glass or whatever. But most of the time, it's a non-issue. Especially out in the grass and all that. Alright. Make a new salad. Eat it immediately. Yeah, it's like, I'm okay with it being like a random thing that happens. Like, okay, there was like a loose board or something, but it's just like, come on. It's not that big of a deal. Like, running barefoot, alright, let's talk. I can totally see scratching your feet up and all that. Running barefoot. I'm on board. But just walking around, it's like, come on. I should be foraging for stones. Like, that's what I should be spending my time with right now. Oh, we got a friendship bracelet. And for those who, yeah, I've been having really bad luck finding stuff foraging. I don't... Alright, let's forage. Yes, I did grab the friendship bracelet and immediately put it on. We made a friend, come on. No. I've always done the thing where I'll grab and wear a friendship bracelet. But Quincy Vu is the only one that we took it to an extreme. Hey, is that 3 we've gained? Oh my god. I think this is the highest we're gonna have where I didn't, like, abuse it just to show it off. Yeah, no, the reason I'm foraging on the roads is because that, you know, the roads you get more stones. Yep, we're getting really good at sneaking. Yeah, a lot of people are like, you know, it's really awesome when people do to-do lists so we can tick stuff off and all that. So it's like, alright, I'll put it up there. And that's like the short, well, most of those are short lists. The kill them all is the long term. Yup. Yeah, for those who missed it, before this run, we did a cryogenic winter run, which is you start the game in summer. It's -30 to -50 degrees Fahrenheit. Oh no, that's not on the to-do list. Survive is a secondary objective. But, so we were doing that, and just because we could, we went to Louisville, We just went to Louisville, and then we went, oh, there's a lot of friendship bracelets here. So we started, like, collecting them. Generator manual. It's how to connect a generator. But, so we started just collecting the friendship bracelets. I think at the end, wasn't it like 137 friendship bracelets or something like that we managed to find? And at first we were just keeping them in our bedside drawer, which is really creepy and, like, not even in hindsight, it's really creepy in the moment. Then we started trying to write out the word friendship, or friend, sorry, with the bracelets, and we got all the way to, like, the E, before we eventually did get bitten. The 5 push-ups should still be in the point list. Someone cashed it in a little bit ago. I mean, it should be off of cooldown by now. But it should still be on the list. If not, let me know it's supposed to be there. Yeah. I mean, did I accidentally change it? I thought it was 1,000 points before. I don't... Let me check. Did I accidentally adjust it? Because it did just a lot of stuff. Let me check. What was it? 500? I don't think I changed it, but I mean I'm okay with whatever. Yep. I just went ahead and lowered it to 500 because I want people to actually cash that in. Hey, highlighting the message. You're about to end this man's whole career? What are you about to do? Oh, you highlight a message. Gotcha. There you are. Alright, so cashed in 5 push-ups, so I'll do the 5 push-ups. There is like a 15-minute or something cooldown on that, so give me 2 seconds. I like the push-ups. They go pretty quick. And right now there's a cap of a total of 50 push-ups per stream. However, you know, I am going to increase it. And I think only each person can only cash it in like twice or something like that, which the only reason I did that so other people can actually do it. Yeah, now there's a cap of, I think it's right now it's set to 50 push-ups. As I feel like get more into, because I haven't been doing push-ups in a long time. As I get back to that, I'll raise it. Yeah, no, I only let it do 2 per person. Because when you think about it, for 50 push-ups, if, you know, a person cashes it twice, that's only 5 people, and it maxes it out. So I want to share the love on that one, that everyone gets a little turn doing that. Oh, come on, give me something, game. What's your deal? But it's the only one I got a really strict limit on. Like, most of the things that are like stretch and hydrate and all that kind of stuff, I want to say have like a 10 or a 15 minute limit on it, but that's the only one that has like a cap. Oh yeah, Project Zomboid has a lot of stuff that you can actually just get at the code with to figure out how it works, and I really appreciate that. There's so many games that try to obfuscate the code for no reason. It's like, oh, but someone could steal our engine. It's like, well, right, but they could do that even if you do try to obfuscate the code. Versus if you make your code, you know, visible, people can learn from it. Now, don't get me wrong, someone could just pull the code, reskin it, do all that kind of crap, and that's pretty garbage, but usually you can pick up on that really fast. And honestly, most of the companies I see who do that do a terrible job. Oh, it's going pretty well. Enjoying a nice chill Friday. The new run's going well so far. These zombies are absolutely not giving up weapons, though, so we are stuck foraging trying to get new ones. It has been a constant problem, which has been fairly annoying in all honesty. But we'll get past that. Yeah, well, and it's you can't fully encrypt code. You compile your code, and then ultimately, let's go back. And then ultimately, we found oh, okay, cockroach. I misread. I was like, wait a second. Did you say we found a school bag? Because I was about to say, it's like, that would be ridiculous. Alright, that's one weapon we can make. Let's go for 2. Oh, yeah. Well, and like I said, for people who end up like just yanking your code and then doing that, the vast majority of the time, the code they yank and what they produce is just a flat-out inferior product to what you made. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's also just real life. Like, you'll go around and you'll find random crap out there. Alright, this is going to be berries, I assume. Yeah, we're not touching those berries. Because we can't tell if they're safe or not. And it's a fast way to die if you start eating a bunch of stuff without knowing. Hey, zombie. Hey, zombie. So there is a magazine called the Herbalist magazine. That's on my to-do list, is read herbalism. At that point, it'll let you know what's safe or not. But you can also take the Herbalist trait at the beginning of the game is another way of finding out. But I believe it is safe to eat 1 poison berry before things go bad. Like if you eat a second or a third one in a short period of time, you can poison yourself and kill yourself. Poisonous mushrooms don't. Just don't. You will have a bad time. Oh, almost blew right past some more tree branches. Is that 6 branches? I need stones! Give me stones! Not really. Every time I make a character, I just hit random. So, like, all these names you've been seeing, all those are just random. Oh, we had it was Hazel Killian one time that was pretty good. I like that one. Wait a second. Was that not broken? Hello. Gimme. Another one we had Long Prather, which was a fun name. Oh yeah, like don't get me wrong, the hand fork is like a very subpar weapon, but in the early run with these, not going to be upset about it. It uses almost no stamina. Its damage is honestly pretty terrible, but other than its damage being terrible, it's pretty okay. Oh, I short blade all the time. The whole using next to no stamina is very powerful, especially when you're doing a character who's got low fitness. Because like when I go to use a big heavy axe, I only get a couple swings. My character's like, I'm tired. Let's deal with all our water, kill some time while it's dark. Oh yeah, baton's good. I expect one of the weapons that get us kind of some real progress will be the baton. We want to use that banana up, it's going to go bad soon. But yeah, that banana was going to actually hurt our happiness because it's no longer fresh. Put it in a bowl, makes us happy. Bowls are powerful. Oh no, Fashion Zoid is real. I know plenty of people who go heavy into the fashion in this game. Alright, what else do I have here that we should eat before it goes bad? Grab the cabbage. Grab the corn.